hello, my beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome back. It is Thursday, and we are live. I did say that I'm gonna come live tonight, and we're gonna talk about budgeting because we did not get to do that in the last live. So what I'm gonna do while we talk is just set up my budgeting page in my book. I have not done that yet. My nails are a mess, so I won't be recording the video until I get my nails done on the weekend. Okay, and I cannot find my pen, but it's okay. You need what we have. So, little backstory. I started budgeting in June of last year, and it is one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. If you're just joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. And it have helped me just to see, where my money is going. I'm not a pro. There's room for me to grow, so I'm growing and learning every single day. So how I started, I just to be honest, it was plaguing my mind for a long time before I started, because I coupon and there's nothing to show, right? So I came across this lady on on here. She started following me, and she does coupon, and she's in the States, and she also does budgeting. And I always watch her video, and I'm like, oh my god, I should start doing that, but I'm like, I don't know where to start, so I just left it after that. And then I came across this young lady on TikTok, and she is actually from Canada, and I'm like, okay, no, I don't have any excuses. And a few weeks after that, I saw her live. I went into her live. I asked her a few questions. She directed me to her YouTube channel. I watched a few of her videos, and I typed in. Then after I watched a few of her videos, I typed in, budgeting for beginners. And then I came across this lady. I think her name is Budgeting with Bree. I'll put all of their names down in the description. I did not get to do that before because I'm using my phone to go live tonight, because my daughter is using my computer. So and Budgeting with Bree, her breakdown was one of the simplest that I have seen, and that's where it starts. So she basically said that you don't need anything fancy, you don't need to complicate things, just get pen and a paper. You write down. First of all, she said, go, you know what you spend on a basis, on a monthly basis. You know what your income is. Your income is. You just write those numbers down, and you make a list of all of your expenses and all of your whatever money you want to save, whatever debt you have. You make a list of all of those, and then you just allocate your paycheck to make sure that everything is paid and stuff like that, and go from there. So that's what I've been doing. So I have my book, and I just write all of my my expenses and stuff, and we go from there. Like I mentioned, I'm not a pro at this, and sometimes I mess up a little bit, but it is very, very I'm trying to find a pen that I have, and I don't seem to have it. I don't know where. I had a black pen and I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Yeah, it just goes to, it just like, just doing this, it have helped me so much. It helped me, you know, because I'm someone that don't have self control sometimes when it comes to, you know, money. I don't have any self control when it comes to the spending and stuff. So budgeting have you know, helped me with that. Budgeting have certainly helped me with that, and I'm going to continue. The way I budget now is not the way that I budgeted. Like the number, I shouldn't say the way I budgeted. I just did the numbers. So monthly budget. So in in the summer, I had a bunch of emergency and budget. I had a bunch of emergency, and that caused me to use up all of my funds that I had. So my goal now is to grow my emergency funds. My the goal for it, I have put down. My goal for it is a 6 months 6 months worth of expenses, and I hope to do 400 per month. So when I do my budget now, like most of the money goes to my emergency funds. Most of it goes to the emergency funds because I don't want when I get to, you know, savings, that I have to dip into my savings in order when stuff comes up, right? I'm still putting a little bit aside, but the majority of the money that I the majority of the money goes to I am the majority of the money goes to my emergency funds, and that is gonna be this way until I have at least 2 months worth, and then I'll just go back to the way I was doing it before. No, not that way, but it would not be as much as me doing like $1,000 into that. So that's the plan. That is the plan that I have for the next couple of months. I hope to buy a house someday, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope to buy a house one day, and this is just like budgeting is just gonna help me when it comes to that, because I have started. I already saw and kind of fixed all of the ways that I was overspending, and I'm not saying that you're gonna start to budget and then I'm not saying that you're gonna start budgeting and then everything is going to just fall into place. I am, tell the father I'm live. Tell daddy I'm live. Everything is going to fall into place. I'm not saying that, right? But you know, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bucks at a time, and then we'll be perfect, right? Sinking. Right? So that is the goal. Like when I started, I had so one of the things that she said, right, and this is what I noticed that everybody does, is you have your fixed expenses, and these are the expenses that does not change on a month-to-month basis, like your rent, your insurance, your bills. You can put savings here, you can put whatever debt here also, because you get a payment coming out, the payment that you have to make on a monthly basis. And then there are the variable expenses. Those are things that can change from month to month. So it can be your groceries, clothing. I have bus fare, I have emergency here. You can put emergency as a fix because I do save the same amount every month. Whatever spending that you're doing, the categories that you're spending in, and so you just put them here. And then there are sinking funds. So sinking funds are any expense that you have, but you have a specific time frame that you need the money for. Let me see. Hello, 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 my beautiful person. Yeah, so the sinking funds. So in my sinking funds, I have my barrel, I have car maintenance, I have Christmas, school, travel, savings, and summer. I'm gonna put winter also because and these are just like you have a time period where you could save this money from. How much you're gonna select. For me, for Christmas, I wanna save, well, I wanna have $1,000 by Christmas, right? So if I start doing this in January, this is where I typically start. I know by by October I'll have my $1,000, and then Christmas will be set. So when Christmas comes, I am not running blind running around blind, and then having that month be a struggle because now I have to buy stuff for the children. Hello, welcome. I have to run around buying stuff for the children and stuff like that, right? So and it is like last year was the first time that I started doing that, and when it was Christmas time, that was the only time, the first time. It was the only time, it was the first time where I did not feel a strain to make sure that I got everything that I was supposed to buy, and not worry about having to cut into something or having to not get something because I don't have enough, right? And I know that finance, like studying or paying attention to your finances, can be like really, it's something that people don't really want to do, because then you're gonna see all the ways that we are overspending and all the bad things that we're doing. I know some people put things on layaway. Okay, are you ready for Christmas? Oh my god. No, I like normally I would, like, if they, like, my children are, they're not like big on toys and stuff like that. So what they usually ask for is not something that I have to run up and down for, so I just normally wait until last minute. Right? That I have the money set aside. I am waiting for some sales. Last day I was able to get like a bunch of stuff at Wilkin and Superstore, and I got points, which was a win-win because they got the stuff that they wanted. I got back some points, so I'm hoping that they bring that soon so that I can just get them out of the way. And that is that, and the same goes for like back to school. I did that for back to school also. car maintenance, because you know, like, you know, you have to, you know, that you have a certain amount of money that you have to pay each year, whether it's to change the oil, or have your car service, or pay for um what's that thing called, like the stickers and stuff like that, right? So these are money that you can set aside. So every month you just take a little bit of out of your paycheck, so when that time comes around, it's not a strain, right? I said that because um most likely yes. Most likely yes. I did buy a tree, like the tree that I had for 2 years. The kids, like when my daughter set it up, I told her to keep the box. She put the box on the balcony and it got wet. So last year when we took it down, I just did not have the space. I did not have the space to keep it, and it was just very frustrating for me, and I put it in the garbage. So someone sent me a link on Instagram for a tree for $11. Hopefully it comes. Hopefully it comes. If not, I'll just buy one, but hopefully it comes, because who doesn't want a tree for $11? Which I'll see. I have to pay attention to that, because if they don't ship my tree, I have to go and do I paid with PayPal. I paid with PayPal, so I'll get my money back. I'll just do one of those things where I can get my money back, because how dare they? So we shall see. Yeah, we shall see how that goes. And these are annoying me now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm just trying to get this thing out of the way so that I can record this video on the weekend. Maybe I'll go do my nails tomorrow. I'll see. Do you guys budget? Let me know if you guys budget, and how has it been for you. And if you don't, like, one of the reasons, like, let us talk about it. Do you guys have like emergency funds and stuff like that? I know that some people, like, I had asked a question on Instagram, and a lot of people told me that they did not have you know, they did not have an emergency fund. And most of the reason that they cited, well, someone said that they are a one income family, and someone else said that they live paycheck to paycheck. And we are a one income family. We are one income family. We are one income family, and we used to live paycheck to paycheck. We used to live paycheck to paycheck. And it wasn't until I started to budget where I noticed where, like, the money was just there, and we were just spending it just because it was there, right? So I know it's not easy. It's not easy, because when you start a budget, it's a big change. It's a big change from not going to the store all the time and buying stuff all the time, like everything you see on sale, everything you see in the site, just buy. So in order for budgeting to work, you have to find your why. You have to also, you know, have a mindset to say, okay, I know that I am not doing this now, but it's gonna benefit me in the long haul, right? Let's see what the comment says. Yes, my wife and I budget and get deal everywhere and anywhere we can. Yeah, I love that. I budget, had a few people roll their eyes when I said it. I love I like I have not gone. I don't know what I don't know. I think people I think sometimes people people don't maybe they don't understand what budgeting is, or maybe they think that when you budget is that you are doing it because you are going you have to limit yourself, and that um it's weird to do so because not a lot of people do, right? But it helps, it helps. I can attest to the to the fact that budgeting helps and it works, especially when you use cash, because when you like it's easy to go to the store and swipe your card like a million times and just it is done. But when you have to pay it out of your pocket, then you pay attention. When you have to pay it out of your hand, the cash, you notice that. You notice that, right? I have I love thrifting too. I haven't gone for a long time. I keep telling my daughter that we have to go, and maybe I'll like over the holidays, because to me, when you go thrifting, it needs to be like a long a long trip. A long trip, because you have to search through, like it's always so much stuff, right? So maybe over the holidays, like when she have a holiday, I'll tell her let's go, and we shall see how that goes. I haven't gone for a long time. The last time I did, I went with my sister-in-law, and that was a long time ago. Budgeting this time is very important for what your income allow you to work with during this inflation. Yeah, I know, being from the Caribbean, that can be a trigger word. I know, like I don't know. It's crazy. It is a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing that when you try to be responsible, that people, I guess because it's not the norm, and when you're doing something outside of the norm, like people can't handle that. They can't handle the change of somebody wanting to go outside of the box, right? And it's crazy. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, because I am from St. Vincent, and I started last year, and that it was never something that ever crossed my mind before. Well, it did cross my mind, but it was not something that I thought I would ever be doing. And I, like, me and my aunt was talking one time, and I was saying, that we need to start doing something, because we are just like, we get money and it just leaves, right? So I gave her a little plan, but I don't know, nothing ever came from that. Frequently you have to touch your step mom. That is a job in itself. Yeah, it is. I am unpaid job. It's an unpaid job. But so that we are one income. We are one income. Um, exactly. I don't know. I think sometimes the whole thing is that people don't know how to live within their means, and or within or under their means, and it's like we have to impress other people. For what? For what reason? Like, you're gonna wanna go spend your little money to go impress people who don't even care about you, and who you don't care about. Who you talk, I know some say they will. Yeah, like I know a lot of people who say that they won't shop at thrift stores, but if you go to the thrift stores, you're gonna find great things. You're gonna find great things at great prices. Sometimes you find new thing, and I guess sometimes people don't think about the fact that, you know, buying secondhand stuff, not only are you saving money, but you are being you're being eco-friendly, because, you know, the more stuff that, when you don't buy the stuff, then they end up in the landfill, and then those things don't decay. They spend there's a long time before they can decay, and it's like you're saving them. You're saving them from the landfill, and then you save your money from not going to buy new ones. And most of the, like, if, when you go to the thrift store, you can find like great stuff in great condition. You can find brand name stuff, because most of the people that donates to, you know, these charity, they're rich people, right? So think about it that way. I guess people don't think about it that way. I guess. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I was like, earlier this year, I was thinking about, you know, the things that we do all the time, and that, you know, we were raised to have tomorrow take care of itself, right? That's the mentality. That is the mentality, to have tomorrow take care of itself. So because of that, we don't prepare for tomorrow. A lot of us don't prepare for tomorrow. And so if we make $20 can, and that $20, this is just what do you call that? What do you call it when you say, anyways, let's say you make $20, right? Point of view. This is a point of view. Let's say you make $20. $20 can take care of everything that you have to do on a monthly basis, right? And then for some reason, for the next month, we made 30. We don't continue living like we make $30. Now we start living like we make, we don't continue living like we make $20. Now we start living like we make, well, like we're accustomed to make $30. And let's say the next month you only make 15. Yes? Yes? I'm live. No, I did not get mail. Shut the door. Shut the door. Just relax. Let me just pass. You got it? Maybe downstairs? Go check fast. I ordered something from Amazon that says it was delivered, but it's not at the door. So he has to go downstairs to see if it's down there. Yeah, so we like, instead of, you know, when we made that $30, we saved the 10 and continue living the way. Yes, I do. This is just me code, what do you call it? Code switching, so that people can understand what I'm saying. But I do. My name Kenisha. Me come from St. Vincent. This is how me the talk. This is how we talk in St. Vincent. But I have to speak proper English, because when I speak like that, people don't understand Well, so if I'm talking if I'm if I'm talking to someone from St. Vincent, or even someone, no, from someone from St. Vincent, it only goes for St. Vincent. I bring out the dialect. Yeah. Yeah, so instead of we, continue living the way that we were living before, and now we have something to say, okay, we can put aside this, so when rainy days come, we don't do that. We were not taught to do that. And we have to do better. We have to do better, because ain't nobody have no time to be stressing and worrying about when stuff arise. Ain't nobody have time for that. Well, I don't have time for that. Like, it's stressful. Like, I said, there's some things in this world that you don't have control over. But for everything else that you have control over, you should try to control those things. And
My keys, man.
it's on the table. The air fryer. For the things that we can control. Oh. It's stressing me. For the things that we can control, we should control those things. And instead of living in the now,
5 minutes. Yeah.
we are supposed to. Oh, I don't know anything that you just said there. What I said was English. It's just, a broken. Where are you from? Where are you from, Hamlet? Where are you from? Someone, like, I made a video in a group that I'm on in Facebook, and someone said I did not understand a thing that you said, and I was speaking like this. Maybe I was doing it fast, because when I'm talking about something that when I'm talking about something that I am passionate about, then I forget, and I started going miles per hour. and she said I didn't understand a thing that you just said. So I try my best to make sure when I'm doing videos and stuff that I slow it down, or I put the caption on, just so in case people want to follow what I'm saying, they can hear. I don't know. The lady said I did not understand a thing that you said. Me thinking I'm talking English. Oh, I should not put these. I am going to redo this. I am going to redo this. I don't like the way my right hand looks. Kids allowance and spending. I don't need to put these things in, because I'm not gonna stuff all of them. Yeah, it's broken. It's broken English. Some of the words, like, some of the words mean the same thing. Sometimes they have different meaning. And then some things are just broken. It's just broken. with no, well, it has it's its own language. It's its own language with its own meaning. But if you're not from there, or if you're not from the Caribbean, because some people that are not from St. Vincent, they understand me perfectly. But sometimes, if you're not from there, you're not gonna get it. And I guess the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Okay, I just wanna 1 second. I just wanna see if he got it. Did you get it?
This thing confusing to the date say 11, 39 friggin' 11.
Oh,
So, what's that mean?
what is today?
10.
Oh, maybe tomorrow.
What is it delivered to?
I don't know. Okay. I was distracted and I don't like the way my writing is, so I'm gonna do it over. But for most part, this is your friendly, no, this is your sign. This is your sign to look into budgeting if this is not if budgeting is not something that you do. Yes. Back to the budgeting. If budgeting is not something that you do, this is your sign to look into it. This, like, I'll put some videos under this, and these videos are under all of my, they're in the description of all of my videos. That has description, and it's just a way to start. It's just a way to start, right? And I firmly believe that couponing and budgeting needs to go hand in hand, because couponing can be very addicting, and you can spend a lot of money trying to save money. Okay, and also with couponing you save money, right? But if you're not budgeting, you're just gonna spend it all, because you have no plan, you have no structure, and you're just gonna spend it and as it come. And if you don't have the mindset to, okay, the why am I doing these things, you coupon to save money for your family, but what are you gonna do with the money that you're saving, right? Let me see, right? Which store do you feel save the most and get the most for your buck? What store do you think gets this? I can't read. Which store do you feel you save the most to get the best bang for your buck? Superstore, Shoppers, or it depends. Superstore, you said Superstore, Shoppers, are no frills. It depends, right? So if it's a coupon and shopping, if it's just like, a stockpile shopping, Shoppers hand down. As long as I am shopping a specific deal and I'm using point, I can get back the money that I paid in points. Sometimes I get back even more. So Shoppers hand down for the stuff that I get, for like that stockpile stuff. When it comes to groceries, it depends. Superstore, No Frills, Freshco, they are all discount stores. So they're on the cheaper side. So for the past couple months, I have been just utilizing No Frills, because I started thinking, okay, going to Real Canadian Superstore, there's nothing special there, and I tend to spend more money if I go there, because Superstore sells different things. It's not just groceries. It's like a it's a superstore, right? Looking at superstore. So it sells clothes, you know, they have like a home section. So I like sometimes I wander off, right? Sometimes I wander off, and then after I stop doing that, after I stop wandering and stop, you know, sticking to my grocery list, I'm like, why am I coming here? Because I actually have to pay, because I don't drive. I have to pay bus fare to go there, because I usually go get the groceries and then have Kiwi come pick me up, because I want to go do my thing in peace and quiet. Don't want nobody to be telling me, why you doing all of this? Why can't you just go pick up this and that and just let's go? Why you have to go through all the aisles? You know exactly what you can. I don't want nobody to tell me that. I want to go do it in peace. This is my day. Let me just go do my thing in peace. So I go on and he come pick me up after, right? So I found like after, because I did not care about the extra stuff, because if I'm not gonna get them, it doesn't matter to me if that they're there, right? So I'm just paying an extra, because and then I used to take my son with me, so I was paying an extra $5.25 or $5.50 per week just to go to Real Canadian Superstore when there was nothing special there, right? So No Frills, on the other hand, is within walking distance. I walk there and they price match, they graded coupons. I feel comfortable there. That is my safe place, right? So I've been doing that. I've been doing No Frills for the past couple weeks. I only go to Real Canadian Superstore if, number one, if they have a diaper deal, I'm going to Superstore. If they have a diaper deal, I am going to Superstore that week. And if they have a diaper deal and I order it online, then I'm going to Superstore that week, and I'm getting my grocery there one time. But I have not gone to Superstore for so long. Like for the past couple of weeks, there have been like some deals there, but it wasn't anything great enough to get me to Superstore, right? So that's that. I'm gonna say No Frills. I'm gonna say No Frills. I like shoppers and they like me there. They like me there. But I'm gonna say No Frills. No Frills is a store that is consistent with their policy. Like you don't go to No Frills one week and hear they're saying, okay, we are only taking 3 coupons this week, or we are only price matching this week. Like no, it's their policy is their policy. There's no change in it. There is no, like, the biggest change I've seen in No Frills, and this happened like years ago, is when they started to only price match the stores in their area. That was the only change, and it did not happen overnight. They actually had I think they gave us like a month notice to say, okay, starting XYZ, we would only be price matching these stores, right? No Frills usually have like great in-store sale. They have great clearance, and they're great with coupons, and that just sells me right there. And you can earn points. You like Freshco, on the other hand, they just started so that you can earn points there, right? And I like that. The only thing with Freshco is they're not too great with coupons, especially printable coupons, and I can't blame them because people do shitty stuff. So you can only use like 2 printable coupon per transaction, right? You can like, I can't be mad with them. So last week I did my groceries there. I liked it. However, I did notice, because I did my groceries on a Sunday. I'm gonna try to do it the next time I do my groceries, maybe not this week, maybe next week, because I think the kids have a PA day next week, which means they don't have school on the Friday. So I'll try to do my groceries on the Friday. I want to see how the fruits look on a Friday, because on this Saturday I found that they look a little like they want a bit of help. They want a bit of help. So I don't know if it was because people like school was striking and the kids didn't go to school on Friday, and we thought they would have been off for the entire week. So I'm not sure if that's why like a lot of people did not go get groceries, so like the foods that they had were there. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep an eye on that, because that was something that I always think that Freshco had over No Frills, is that their foods look better, right? But this week was not. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Being into Canada, those No Frills prices are better than Massy. I don't like. I hear my family talk about Massy, but I don't know about Massy. I don't know about Massy. I guess Massy probably have like Metro and Loblaws energy. I don't have those money. Anyway, you haven't shopped in a while. Not necessarily. I would say that I don't do my groceries at Walmart as much as I used to, like back then, like a long time ago, because since Walmart stopped price matching, I don't really go there unless I have to. Like today I went there, and it's just because I wanted to get a vacuum, and I wanted to get like some chairs for the kids, and I end up buying some milk because they had them on clearance, and I should have made a video. They had some milk on clearance, and I'm like, why not, right? We go through a lot of milk, and it was like half price, so I got 2 bags for the price of 1, and why not, right? So I got those, and what else did I get at Walmart? Oh, I got some deodorant because I needed, and they were on checkout 51, and I'm like, why not? Like, I'm here already, so let me just, like, I searched for them to see if any store have them like cheaper. Nobody had them cheaper, so I'm like, you know what, I'm here, let me just grab them. And that's the thing, right? That is the thing. Yeah. Have you ever gone to a store that is the distance? I went. It wasn't something that I necessarily wanted, or it was something I need, but I wanted it. And this was years ago. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. Like, the mindset that I have right now, I factor in, like, before I would go to Loblaws, which was not close. It's not far, but I'll go to Loblaws where I take the bus and maybe take an Uber back, because I was getting diaper, and I did not see what was wrong with that. This time, this location was almost 45 minutes away from my house, and I took an Uber there and back, and the Uber was, I'm going to say, like $20 something go and come. The diapers were cheap. The diapers were cheap, but when you factor in that, It was not a good idea. I never did it again. I never did it again. But I mean, it was a great experience. I went there, I got what I wanted. They took my coupons and it was great. But I would never do it again. I would never do it again. Um, because when you factor in the time and then the money that you have to pay, you don't it's not necessarily worth it, right? So now I just tell myself, oh well, there's always next time. And that works wonders. Like before, I used to, like, when I see people posting deals and stuff, and I didn't get them, I used to feel so left out. Now I say, oh well, there's always next time. And I don't feel it, because there's always next time. There's always next time. Yeah, so um I am going to be talking more about budgeting on my page. I'm gonna be sharing more about, like, I'm not perfect. Like, we don't have, like, I know some people have like um a zero base budget. I think that's what they call it. I don't know what that zero something budget, where they budget every single cent. We don't do that. I don't budget every single cent. Um, and it's just that, you know, um, I leave some money out. Like, I know the money that we need to live off of, and I budget that. And then the leftovers, if I can go in and sneak a little bit here and there to put into my saving challenge, I do that. I do not want to just budget all of it and then um Kevin have to come to ask me and say, oh, I need this and I need that. So I just leave some money in the account so that he can use it as he go, because I don't know, I feel like that is just, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're doing the zero base, but we are doing okay. We are doing okay. And I'll encourage people to anyone, everyone, I'll advise everyone to look into it. And it's okay if you're not here yet. It's okay if you're not here yet, where you wanna see, you wanna experience. It's okay, because we can't all be here, but you can look into it. You can look into it. And some islands can be out of reach locally, so you have to choose to. No, like, that was, I wanted them, but that was, I wouldn't do it. I won't do it again. 45 minutes, go and come. So that was like an an it's like an hour and 35 minutes. She can count. 45 and 45 is 80 minutes. 1 hour and 20 minutes out of my day I took and went to get those stuff. And won't do it again. Won't do it again. But it was an experience. It was an experience. And we won't do it again. I'm tired. So yes, I am going to be talking and sharing more about budgeting on here. Um, I haven't gone when it comes to I won't never. I won't ever. Um, when it comes to H&M, like the last time I went to H&M, I went there to look for stuff because we were going somewhere and I wanted the kids to wear a specific color. And I went to H&M and didn't have anything. So the last time I bought something from H&M, I did not even went to buy something there. I didn't have any plans to buy something at H&M. Me and my daughter went to this mall, and when I left home, outside was great. And by the time I got to the mall, it was freezing. So I had to go buy a sweater. And I'm like, I'm not gonna buy no $20 sweater and nothing over $20. I'm like, $20 in my budget, $20 and under. I'm not buying anything over $20. And everywhere else I went, it was $20. So I went to H&M and I bought yeah, I don't know. Like, it was just freezing. And that was in the summer. I don't know what was going on that day. It was like I was so cold. Yeah, so I haven't gone there. I haven't like, then the last time, like when I went to the mall, like I mentioned, I wanted to buy something and they didn't have it like for the boys. And that's the thing. Like that's the thing. Like for Jax's age, which he is 4, so for him and Riley, they had stuff, but I didn't need stuff for them. I didn't need stuff for those two. I needed stuff for my preteen and my 10-year-old, who is as big as my preteen. They didn't have anything that they didn't have anything that I wanted for them. And then the prices, I don't know if I don't know, but I am used to getting stuff for the children, clearance prices. Like anything you see my children wearing, just know that they are clearance price. Their shoes are, if it's up to me, I'll buy what's on clearance. But sometimes Dad will see and say something and say, oh, he likes that and it's full price. But most of the times, sometimes I'll find something on clearance, but most of the times it's right. But now that they're getting older, and then the stores, for some reason, like I remember the children place was a store that I can always go and know that I'm going. And even online, I go online, I know I'm gonna find like t-shirts for, you know, 1 something, 2 something, and I'll buy those prices because they're kids. And when they wear something once and you wash it, then it's sometimes it's ruined, or sometimes they spill something on their clothes and it's ruined. So it doesn't make sense. Like, to me, it doesn't make any logical sense for me to be paying $20 for a t-shirt for a child. I would never, right? But now I don't even want to pay $5 for a t-shirt. I don't want to pay $5 for a t-shirt because I'm not used to paying $5 for a t-shirt, right? But now, like, you go on to the children place and they say they have clearance prices up to 70 or 80% off, and the prices is still $5. And I'm like, how is that possible? How is it possible that your clearance price is still this price? That's because the regular price is like $1 million. Ain't nobody have time for that. I'm gonna have to start making my own clothes. I'm gonna have to start making my own clothes. And then boy stuff is always so much harder to find, and there's always so much expensive. I don't get it, because if girls have so much variety that they can wear, right? Why are boy stuff so limited? You know that boys wear shirts and t-shirts and pants and stuff like that. Why isn't there more? Like, why are you going to the store and you see this big display for girl and the boys just one little rack? Like, make it make sense, right? Just put lots of t-shirts and lots of, you can do a variety of t-shirts and like a variety of shorts and shirts, and so that we have things to choose from. But no, always so sad. The boys area is always so sad, and that is not nice. That is not nice. Like, I went to buy the last time we were going. Where were we going? We were going to Center Island. We were going to Center Island in the summer, and I wanted them to wear white stuff. I wanted to wear them to wear white t-shirt. Like, I went to have a white t-shirt, and I went to Old Navy. Old Navy did not have a good enough quality for me to pay $6 for a shirt. right? And they didn't have any plain white or anything that I liked. I went to H&M. They were asking for a lot, so I'm like, no. I went to Gap. Gap did not necessarily, I mean, they had a white, and I'm like, okay, because that was my last straw. I'm like, you know what, even if it's $10, I'll pay the $10 because I can't find a white shirt, like a plain white shirt that I like. And the Gap, while their stuff can be a little bit expensive, you know that you're going to get your it's gonna be good quality, so you can probably get a few wears out of it. So I'm like, you know what, I don't mind. Went there, the ones that they had like half price, I'm like, fine, half price, so $10. The white one was not a part of it. And then I'm like, okay, I saw they had like a brown one, but it was just so ugly. It was just so ugly. So I'm like, you know what, I know that there is a DB in here, so let me go to the Bay. I went to the Bay. Why DB selling one shirt for $40? I had to leave because there is no way. There is no way. I refuse to pay a $6 shirt at Old Navy, and I'm gonna pay $40, and then I have 4 boys to buy shirts for. Ain't nobody have time for that. Ain't nobody have time for that. So I end up not getting something for Raleigh. He had a white t-shirt that I had bought previously. He ended up wearing that, and then the preteens, they did not wear white because I could not find no white that I could afford or that I liked. And that's how it goes all the time when it comes to getting stuff for the boys. Yeah, the like the thing, like I regret that they going to that mall. I'm like, I could have just gone like to somewhere like Walmart, and maybe I would have gotten some. Walmart don't usually have plain white t-shirts. Like, it sucks. It sucks that when you want a specific color, you can't just go to the store and just find it. It sucks. And I know that we're supposed to be talking about budgeting, but all this ties in, right? All this ties in. But we have to do what we have to do to make sure that we can survive. And then if this year did not make people want to look at their finances, apparently next year will. Apparently we're heading into a recession, and next year is going to be harder than this year. Things are going to keep going up, and yeah, things are gonna keep going up. So like we have to make use of the information and then like on the web. Like, so much people will come and make all of the like lots of, like, spread information of everything. We just have to make use of it. We just have to make use of it for sure. There's always 2020, that was my wake-up call. In 2019, there's a 2029. Did I say that? That's what I said. I mean 2019 and 2020. Right? 2019. When I remember when COVID, was a thing. YouTube don't censor my video for saying that. Like, get over it. Anyways, when COVID was a thing, did I just say it again? When that started, right? And I remember the Friday the Friday, it was a Friday. No, I think it was a Thursday because the Friday would have been a PA day, right? Anyways, it was the last day of school before they go on to March break, right? Anyways, the night before that, I went to bed early and I got up to make Santa came to get to work, and I turned the news, and they're saying that Metro is, because Metro is a 24-hour store, Metro is full and they had to close the door. And I'm like, okay, I had planned that I'm going to go on the weekend and I'm going to do the kind of shopping that you do when back home when there's gonna be a hurricane, right? So I had planned to do that on the weekend. I got up the Thursday morning with Kiara coming to tell me, Mommy, you need to come and see this. The stores were overwhelmed with the amount of people that was there. So I called Keith and I'm like, look at what's on the news. This makes me feel scared, and I feel like I should go out to get some stuff because there's some stuff that we need. I had planned to go there tomorrow, but so I tell the kids, okay, stay home from school today. I'm gonna run to the store. Because where I live, there is a no frills. There's a I can see a no frills. That's not the no frills that I go to, but I can see a no frills. And outside of that no frills, I can see black stuff, and those black stuff was people outside the store lining up. Right? And we know how that was. And I never felt so much panic in my life. That was scary. I don't want to ever feel it again. I don't want to ever feel that again. Right? And I always say if 2019, 2020 ever taught me anything, we have to be prepared. We have to always be prepared, because you never know. Because that changed like overnight. Went to the store, you couldn't find flour, you couldn't find rice, you couldn't find sugar, and these are the things that I wanted to stock up on, because when we have a hurricane back home, those are the things that my parents buy, just the staples, just to make sure that you can make multiple things from these stuff, right? And yeah, and then I started thinking, okay, Kenisha, you don't have no backup plan. Like, you don't have any money. What if something have to happen that disrupt the flow of money that comes into your house? You have no plan for that. There's nothing. So that is like the need for me to budget increased because of the pandemic. Like, I had it before. I had it in my head before that I should, because you're couponing, where is the money going? But 2019, 2020 increased that. It increased that need, because I'm like, you can't, like, there's nothing. Like, if something else will happen, if this money that's flowing into the house were to be chopped off, you're gonna be homeless and you won't have anything to eat, right? So, and yeah, oh my god, my baby's awake. So I'm gonna have to go because he's looking for me and he's crying. Anyways, we're gonna come back live tomorrow. Tomorrow is not gonna be necessarily, it's gonna be like a chill live. We're just gonna come and hang. Hi, Baba. We're just gonna come and hang. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe, be kind, love, don't forget easy, and I'll see you all later. Oh my god.